when I took EFFT 1 and 2 from Gail Palmer, it was a revelation to me. Finally, family therapy made sense in all the ways that it didn't make sense early in my work life. Family therapy hadn't really ever felt like it was useful or good. But I couldn't see myself stepping into working with families yet. And I've been assisting at Paul and Nancy's Hold Me Tight, Let Me Go, and I assisted at one of the Hold Me Tight, Let Me Be Me. And Veronica Callis Lilly and I have done a few Hold Me Tight, Let Me Goes. And what it's done for me is it's helped family therapy get integrated. It seemed to work that way right away, that I can now feel where I'm going, not just understand it. And it's really made a difference. And it makes me eager to work with families. And in this way, the Family Hold Me Tights seem to me to be a completely beautiful healing experience, helping experience for families with teenagers or adult children and their parents, and sometimes an important bridge to family therapy. I think it's also a learning bridge for attachment-based therapists who want to help families. It's an important bridge. I think it's part of learning. So I wanted to share that. Sorry, I couldn't be there with you all today. Have a good workshop. Bye.
Well, I just feel really privileged that people open themselves up so willingly and make themselves so vulnerable for the most part. And we just learn so much from what they say and what they can't say and how they kind of talk around it. And yeah, it's been a wonderful experience. A little bit of regret for myself, seeing what other families and combinations are able to do, making themselves vulnerable, getting closer. And I wish that we could have had that ourselves. Yeah. Yeah. Kind of a yearning. Yeah. Oh, another thing that I've been thinking, I'm just so awed by the insights that, especially the children or even the teens, the insights that they have, that they are able to come up with, and how a lot of those comments get the other people talking, invite them to share in. It's just, the insights are incredible. Well, I guess I've experienced more of what Nancy with the smaller groups, but her ability to handle the silences and to issue gentle prompts if they're needed to get people talking, and just how she warmly validates everything that's said. Yeah, encourages people.
Hi, my name is Kathy Stavrianopoulos, and I'm an EFT therapist and supervisor in New York. And I was invited by Nancy and Paul to share a little bit about my experience with the Hold Me Tight programs for families. So I just wanted to say that I've had some pretty nice experiences, especially one time when I took the program during the pandemic as a participant with my two teenage sons at the time. And it was remarkable for me to learn things that I thought that I didn't expect to learn or to figure out about my boys. I don't know, sometimes being a psychologist and working with families and couples, you think that you have all this knowledge, or you believe that you know things about your kids. And just being able to participate in the workshop and have these conversations with them, they just evolve in a different direction. And it's pretty remarkable, the things that you learn and the things that you share as a parent and that you hear from your kids. So I would definitely recommend for any one of you who is interested in facilitating these workshops to perhaps even attend one, at least one, as a participant with your own children, and to be able to do the exercises rather than just assign the exercises for you and your family members to actively participate in them will make a difference and give you an experiential feeling of the program. I have also done a couple of these Hold Me Tight workshops with teens, also during the pandemic, and those worked out really well, and I had a good experience. I did them with my friend and colleague Julie Kuhn. They worked out well.
Hi, my name is Chris Nill. I'm an authorized EFT therapist and supervisor within ISEFT, and been working with EFT for 10, 12 years. But before that, I was working as a family therapist for 20 or so years within the systemic tradition, and with families in many different scenarios, using the Milan approach, narrative therapy, language systemic approaches, embracing the not knowing position, and many more. I experienced the Hold Me Tight Family Workshop as a groundbreaking innovation. It provides families with a structure, it provides them with safety and a progression that first facilitates a clarification of the issues that have been blocking communication within the family and between generations, and thereafter reframes these blocks in terms of attachment needs. And this is something which really speaks to people and creates meaning. And not being able to understand the relational difficulties in the family in terms of attachment needs is maybe one of the primary hindrances to the re-establishment of closeness in a family. In the absence of that understanding, space is open for resentment, for bitterness, and kind of adverse judgmentalism, which just cements the differences and distance between the family members. And over the years, the family members then become entrenched in a kind of withdrawal pattern, where each family member's identity becomes invested in the narratives that have been created to justify and carry the pain of separation. Besides having worked with Hold Me Tight, Let Me Go workshops with families with teenagers and their parents over several years, I've also helped run several Hold Me Tight family workshops with adult children and their parents, together with Paul and Nancy Aiken. Now, whilst the Hold Me Tight family workshop may not resolve all the issues existing within a family, what I find is that it certainly opens up for new perspectives. It creates a kind of difference that makes a difference. Compared to my earlier therapeutic work with families, I find that the Hold Me Tight family workshop impresses upon me the enormous significance I, as facilitator, can have in validating and reframing each family member's frustration and pain without judgment and favour, giving each family member an experience of being seen, responded to, and empathized with. And this can really be a game changer in relation to helping family members let go of their inflexible narratives and open for another view, both of themselves and each other. Maybe above all, in my experience, the Hold Me Tight family program is a radically resource-effective means through which to invite families into a positive change process. You might say there's piecework in the true meaning of the word, and like rings in water, it can have an influence on the community at large. So thank you very much.